Hey, do you know what time it is? It is your Windsor Essex County real estate market recap so far for the month of April. And this month, so far, the numbers are telling a very clear story. Stick around because whether you're thinking about buying, selling, or making a move to this area, what I'm about to share with you is going to matter. Welcome back, everyone. I'm Kris Ramotar, your local realtor here in Windsor Essex County with Remax Capital Diamond Realty. And if you're new here, every single month and week, I sit down and break down the real numbers from our local real estate market, and I walk you through exactly what they mean for you and your family. No fluff, no spin, just the facts, because at the end of the day, this is probably one of the biggest financial, emotional, and stressful decisions of your life, and you deserve a very straight and honest information, not just a sales pitch. Now, before we get into the numbers, if you or someone you know is thinking about buying, selling, or relocating to or within Windsor Essex County, please feel free to reach out to us. Our contact information is right below this video. We help families just like yours make the right move every single month, and we would love to help you and your family do the same. No pressure, just an honest conversation about what makes sense for your situation. All right, let us get into the video. Here are the numbers so far for this month. We had 1,023 homes were listed on MLS for sale. 330 homes were sold. Now I want you to sit with that for a second. Over 1,000 homes came on the market. Only 330 homes found a buyer. And this is where it gets really important. 51 homes were expired without selling. 405 homes were canceled. That is 456 homes that went through the entire process of being on the market, opening a home to strangers for showings, dealing with all the stress that comes with that, and walk away without a deal. This is not a small number. That is a very big deal. And when I look at what happened with those listings, it usually came down to a combination of things: price, marketing, the condition of the home, the location, and honestly, how motivated the seller actually want to get it done. All of those things work together, and when one of them is off, it can be the difference between selling and sitting on the market. Now let us talk about the averages. The average sale price in April so far is just under $572,000, and the median sale price is $549,000. When those two numbers sit that close together, it usually tells me the market is relatively balanced. You do not have a handful of luxury sales pulling the average way above what most homes are actually selling for. When those two numbers sit that close together, it tells me the market is relatively balanced. You do not have a handful of luxury sales pulling the average way above what most homes are selling for. And what you're seeing is pretty an honest picture of our current market. And the average time to sell a home right now is 48 days. Now I want to be transparent with you about that number. That 48 days includes homes that were canceled, relisted, home that expired, and came back on the market. So it's more of a realistic reflection of what sellers are actually experiencing right now in our market. If your home has been sitting longer than that and nothing is moving, something needs to be changed. And I will tell you exactly what to look for in just a minute. If you're a homeowner thinking of selling a home right now, I need you to hear this clearly. This is not the market where you can just put a sign on the yard and wait for the offers to roll in. The sellers who got deals done in April had several things working in their favor. The first one is condition. Your home needs to show well, it needs to feel move-in ready or as close to it as possible. And buyers in this market have options, a lot of them. And when they walk into a home that needs work or feels tired or has not been maintained, they're not going to fall in love with it and overlook the issues the way a buyer did a few years ago when inventory was tight. They are going to walk out and move on to the next one. Now, I'm not telling you that you need to do a full renovation before you list. This is not what I'm saying. But the small things matter. Fresh paint, clean carpets, decluttered spaces, a yard that looks cared for. Those details signal to a buyer that this home has been loved, and that matters more than most sellers realize. The second thing is location, and this one you cannot change, but you need to be honest about it. Homes in highly desirable pockets of Windsor Essex County are still moving well. Some are even seeing multiple offers when they are priced and presented correctly. I've seen some home in East Windsor, certain parts of Lakeshore, and well-established neighborhood across Essex County attract serious buyer attention even in this market. But if your home is in an area with more competition, meaning more homes on the market for sale similar to yours, or less demand, the pricing conversation becomes even more critical. You cannot price a home in a very slower pocket the same way you price a home in a very high demand area and expect the same result. Your agent needs to know this market at a neighborhood level, not just a county level. There is a real difference and it matters to your outcome. The third thing is motivation, and this is the honest conversation that not every agent is willing to have with their clients. How motivated are you to sell your home? Because if you're testing the market hoping to get a number that the data does not support, and you're not willing to negotiate or adjust when the feedback comes in, the market is going to tell you that. The sellers who get deals done in April were realistic. They listened to the data when an offer came in and it was not exactly what they hoped for. They did not let ego drive the response. They worked through it. I had a client recently who received an offer that was lower than what we wanted. We countered it. The buyer came back. We met in the middle, and my client signed off because they understood that the market they were in, and they made a smart decision based upon logic, not emotion. That is how deals get done right now. Price, condition, location, motivation. All four things work together, and your agent should be having honest conversation with you about every single one of them before your home ever hits the market. Now, here's something I want to prepare you for. If you do receive an offer right now, there's a very good chance it's going to come with conditions. Financing condition, home inspection condition, maybe even a house to sell condition. That is the norm in today's market, and it is not something to panic about. A good agent is going to walk you through exactly what those conditions mean and how to navigate them with a clear head, because we're talking about hundreds of thousands of dollars here. The decision needs to be made with data and logic, not emotion and ego. Your agent should be the calm in the storm, showing you what the market is doing, not just telling you what you want to hear. Now, if you're a family thinking of buying a home in Windsor Essex County right now, I have some genuinely good news for you. You're in a better position than most people realize. Over 1,000 homes hit the market in April. You have real selection, real choices, and some sellers may be more motivated to sell than they were last year or years ago. There is room to negotiate on price and terms that has not existed in this market for quite some time. But here's something important I want you to understand as a buyer. Not all of that inventory is equal. The homes that are well priced in desirable locations and show beautifully are still getting attention. Sometimes multiple offers, sometimes very quickly. And the homes that are in great condition and priced aggressively in the right location are the ones where you're going to find yourself competing with other buyers. So when you come across one of those homes, be ready to move very quickly. The homes that are sitting are usually sitting for a reason. Maybe the conditions need work. Maybe the location has some challenges. Maybe the pricing is still not where it needs to be. And as a buyer, it's your agent's job to help you understand the difference, to tell you when something is generally a good opportunity and when you should take your time or walk away. Know what you want. Get your financing sorted before you start looking seriously, and trust your agent to help you read the market at a neighborhood level. This is how you win as a buyer right now. Okay, let's talk condos. We had 105 condos were listed on MLS so far in April. 28 sold. The average sale price for a condo is just over $401,000, and the median sale price is $352,500. We had 7 condos that were expired and 45 condos were canceled. The average time to sell a condo right now is 43 days. The condo market is softer than the residential side right now, and the same principle apply here. Condition matters. A condo that is clean, updated, and feels move-in ready is going to attract more attention than the one that needs work, even in a very soft market. Location within the condo segment matters too. Building reputation, proximity to amenities, floor level, parking situation. Buyers are paying a lot of attention to all of it because they have the luxury of being selective right now, and the seller motivation is just as important here. I recently helped a client navigate a condo where the offer was not what we hoped for, but my client was very realistic about the market. We countered, the buyer came back, and we got it done because my client was generally motivated to move forward and made a decision based on the data. If you're a condo buyer, there's real room to negotiate right now, and I would encourage you to take advantage of that. If you're a condo seller, be patient, be realistic, and lean on your agent for honest guidance. Now, I want to speak to you directly, to anyone who's thinking about relocating to Windsor Essex County. Maybe you're coming from the GTA, maybe you come from another part of Ontario, or even from out of province. Here's what I want you to know. Windsor Essex County and Lakeshore, Ontario continue to offer some of the most affordable and genuinely livable, safe real estate in all of Ontario. Average home price is just above $571,000 and condo is averaging just over $401,000. You have more inventory to choose from than we had seen in a while, and sellers are motivated to make some deals happen as well. And when you are relocating, the location conversation becomes even more important. Different communities in this region offer very different experiences. Lakeshore has been drawing a lot of families who want newer builds, more spaces, and a quiet and safer community feel. Parts of Windsor offer established neighborhoods with mature trees and a shorter commutes to work and amenities. Essex County has communities that feel generally small town with a lot of heart. Knowing which communities fits your family lifestyle is something I can help you figure out way before you ever set foot in a single home here locally. I work with relocating families every single month. If you want an honest conversation about what different areas look like and what your budget gets you in this market, I'm generally happy to help you do that. And by the way, if you're finding value in this video, go ahead and give us a like. It truly does help this information reach more families in Windsor Essex County who could use it. And if this is your first time on the channel, hit the subscribe button. Every single month I break down the real numbers from our local real estate markets. You always know exactly what is happening before you make any decision. All right, let me bring it all together for you. So far in April, Windsor Essex County told us a very clear story. This market rewards the seller who come in prepared, priced right, home in good condition, realistic expectations, and generally motivated to get it done. It rewards the family who are looking to buy, who are informed, ready, and working with someone who knows this market at a neighborhood level, not just from a distance. And it continues to offer real opportunities for families thinking about relocating to this region from elsewhere in Ontario or beyond. Price matters, condition matters, location matters, motivation matters. All four of those things combined together are what determine your outcome in this market, and your agent should be having an honest conversation with you about every single one of them. The data never lies, and I always go by the data. If you want to talk through your specific situations, whether it is buying, selling, or relocating, reach out to us. Our contact information is right below this video. We have families just like yours make the right move every single month, and we will generally love to do the same for you and your family. I am Kris Ramotar, your local realtor with Capital Diamond Realty here in Windsor Essex County and Lakeshore, Ontario. Take care, stay safe, have a great day, have a great week, have a great weekend, have a great month, and I will see you next time. Bye now.